I have good news and bad news. I am going to full focus on web dev over Titans Battalion competitive balance testing because it was a quick vote talking to the other devs, and I just want to update on everybody on what everyone is doing because you know what I'm doing. I do game dev work, I announce it to you guys. I do game dev work, I announce it to you guys, and then I talk about this occasionally as my background thing. This is my main thing. In about a week, I'll be able to finish this front end dev course I'm taking online, because I'll be doing it like 8 to 10 hours a day, and that is definitely enough to get shit done. And I'm committing to that. Like, I will check in a week and tell you how this went. So look out for a video on the 29th. I do also want to update you what the other devs are working on. 3 of them are in training arcs to get really good and specialized at very specific shit. Nathan is getting really good at business, Liam is getting really good at coding and AI, and Joseph is getting really good at music. And that may seem like it's only loosely related, but Joseph is also primarily the writing portion for the RPG stuff. So we call him Chief Bard. That's his title. He does music and he does writing, and it's nice. I of course am mostly game dev, and I'm also operations. I currently do everything we need and decide how we need to move forward next. So like slightly leadership, slightly the very first person to do everything. So I, for example, full focusing on front end dev stuff and getting the website operational on my own, even if it's going to take me a year, while the other people are doing training arcs to get really good at that shit. Which only leaves 3 other devs, Nick, Shane, Brady, which are mostly financial backers. They have their own careers, are doing their own thing, are making their own money, and their focus is and should be generating as much wealth for themselves as possible so that they can comfortably throw stuff when we have an issue later. And of course, nobody is obligated to put money into this, and at this point, I'm the one putting the most money in. Because that's the way the cookie crumbles. To that end, I am also no longer doing college. I have learned enough to be able to get my foot in the door on anything we need to work on, and I need to sink my fingers and my teeth into the actual problems that we're working on right now. So, yeah, that is the state of Battalion Games LLC as of May 22nd, 2024. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And competitive mode balance testing is the main thing that gets lost in this update. But the good news is all of competitive is in a very playable state. All 4 of the Alpha battalions, so Jiangyi, Shogi, Shang-Chi, Frostbeast, feel the way they should. They've fully passed game feel testing, which was surprising to me. Like, Jiangyi might need a little bit more, like, elbow grease and tender loving care, but it looks like it works correctly. On the same token, and on the flip side, the beta battalions are, of course, beta battalions. They've already passed balance testing. And we finally have a version of Shang-Chi that feels like fucking Shang-Chi and creates interesting gameplay. That army was so frustrating. But the balance tests left are very time and labor intensive. So, in order to fully complete the balance cycle for Shang-Chi, and to do it at the pace that I want to, I would need another 2 or 3 balance testers available full-time. And 2 of my balance testers are busy doing college shit. And one of them's a dad. Meanwhile, so a full balance test cycle, assuming that we got the balance right, is 8 balance test games, which at current pace with Shang-Chi, each one of those takes about 2 days. So 16 days a cycle to get it to check to see if what we figured is right, and if we're wrong, we do it again. We could pause at any point among those 16 days if we go, oh, no, not balanced, let's go fix. Update, roll it out, move, right? But that process should take half that time. And honestly, it should take a quarter of that time. So in 4 days, we should be able to do a full balance test cycle, analyze all the games, look at it, have a good number of good balance testers. But right now, we don't have enough strong players interested in our project and in our community to facilitate that. And the only way to do that is to have the website online. So, of course, I could do the balance testing now and do it the hard way, do it the long way, do it by hand. Or I can do this other thing that will take just as long either before or after, and the balance testing becomes faster and more efficient. And that's a really compelling argument, with the only downside being I could die in the process of this, and then competitive isn't done. It's just the game is what it is right now. And if that happens, I know for a fact Couch Tomato can handle competitive, and probably do all right with it. If he wanted to take up the process. I also know for a fact that Liam and I have had enough discussion about party mode that he could probably get it right and make it playable. And I know, and the RPG would just be lost to time if I die, because, like, my notes are scattered throughout my bedroom, but, you know, it's, my notes are not the full game. The full game's mostly up here mechanically. So, I'll just work on what I can work on. And I know this is the right spot for me. I'll check in a week and let you guys know if I finished this goddamn front-end dev course. And then where I'm at. Or as soon as I finish it, I'll let you know if it's sooner.